Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. This is Tier 3 Jean Grey, newly minted, going up against Giant Boss Raid to show you guys some action. We will be doing a bit of PvP later, but I'm sure you guys have already seen a lot of Tier 2 Jean Grey PvP action, and because I got her to Tier 3 today, of course I cannot show PvE action in World Boss, so we're going to show off what she can do against the robot army. Now, I've already built up her Tier 3 skill, but we're going to wait to pop it against the big man himself. And I'm going to zoom out with the camera because it's actually super beautiful when you pop the Tier 3 skill. Check this out, and check out the damage. The bird over there flying high looks beautiful. And there we go. Boom. We wrapped them up. 30 million damage there in under a minute. That was juicy. We're on to the next phase, and this is with a CTP of destruction. Keep that in mind, folks. I'm not rocking a CTP of energy. I'm not rocking a rage proc or anything like that. We're just rocking our, you know, not as impressive CTP of destruction, the PvE/PvP one. But I'm doing really well this time around. I went with the double support with no lead because I actually think this is a better build. This is easier to get, I think, in some cases. I was trying to use Nick Fury and his leadership plus using Wasp with her Tier 2 passive, but actually I really think the fire damage from Ghost Panther is what's causing me to do so much more damage. So I think my preliminary, yeah, you know what? I think my preliminary, wow, my preliminary answer, I did this faster, wow. I don't even know what to say right now because I just realized something. This is the first time I've practiced with her. So we just did that in 1 minute and 45 seconds, okay? But that was 45 seconds faster than I was doing it with a bad team, like a very similar team, without using Ghost Panther. So I really think that is the key here. I think the key is to give her fire damage for that Tier 3 skill. That's really interesting. Holy crap. I was doing it in 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes 30 seconds with playing with two players who were doing basically 0 damage. Those two guys combined did 60,000 damage. 60,000. I was doing 60,000 on like an auto attack. So I think I'm gonna need to do more testing, but I'm pretty confident after that. Like, there's no way that my procs were that on target to be 45 seconds faster. I would guess that because her Tier 3 skill is fire damage, she benefits a lot from that. It's going to make it difficult, Revelation, with so much damage. It's going to make it difficult for those of you that don't have CTPs or don't have Ghost Panther, because, you know, you want to give her a mind damage obelisk, but you also, apparently, if you have her at Tier 3, want to give her fire damage. So honestly, I would be curious to see what a, you know, 30% fire damage, 30% mind damage proc looks like. If that's actually good for her, it might be. I can't confirm it yet, but it might be. Just to clarify though, I am using a CTP of destruction. I've got her uniform at legendary. We did a lot of spending for X-Men materials today. We've got skill cooldown, energy attack, HP, and dodge. If we go over to her ISO 8, it's the same one that it's been for years now, fully awakened power of Angry Hulk. We can test binary power as well because I have 2 slots open for her and they're both fully awakened, but I think power of Angry Hulk is fine. She's got rank 1 type enhancement, all levels, all skills level 6. Then we've got the Uru. I haven't touched the Uru yet, and I've rolled crit rate on the gear here. So she's looking at 57 and 200 with the other skills, or the other stats maxed, except for cooldown. Our cooldown's only 47, almost 48%, so we're gonna have to consider giving her a skill cooldown Uru, but she's extremely powerful and she has extremely high stats. You know, with no lead, she's got 50,000 HP. Just straight up, and 50,000 energy attack. That's right. 50-50. That's insane. And the PvP team that I'm going to show you guys today, using her, we're going to use Colossus for the protection against supervillains. Actually, you know what? We're going to change that up. I was dying in a few situations on autoplay to Captain Marvel, so we're going to use Ebony Maw for the increased damage against supervillains, against Universals, and the decreased damage taken from Universals, the 25-25. So we're going to use this team here, and using her leadership and using Victorious's 30% buff, the Latvian champion, now she's rocking 65,000 base HP. And I know you guys have seen this before, but it's even more beautiful now. You can basically fight against anyone in the top ranks, and not only do they do insanely low damage, but there's basically, like, there's almost nothing they can do to stop her. It's pretty bananas. A lot of things need to go wrong for you to for you to actually lose. Like, you might die once, but dying twice is almost unheard of. And look at this. She's going to come back from the brink. Well, she almost came back from the brink against that Deadpool. If he hadn't triggered his 4th skill and if she had started guard breaking him, he definitely would have died. I'm not sure why the ball, the kind of orb, didn't show up there on her 5th skill, but let's see how much better she performs against this Captain Marvel now that we don't have to worry as much. And oh, we're going to take some damage here. The CTP of Destruction I don't think is that helpful in a lot of these cases because, as you can see, a lot of these characters don't have invincibility obelisks, and when they do, she still has penetration. So I honestly don't think that this is actually the best case scenario for her. Remember, she still has 80% chance penetration for 10 seconds, and now with her new rotation, she prioritizes that all the time. So I really do think that a CTP of Destruction might be one of the worst for her because the penetration chance, I mean, it's nice, you get the extra bonus, but it's just not something that she needs as badly. And in addition to that, because she now has her tier 3 skill, which also gives her 9 seconds of penetration, you know, most of the fight you'll have that stack up, and so you'll have that 80% chance to penetrate up pretty much all the time. So even with a fully maxed out CTP of Destruction, that 30%, you're going to be wasting 10%. But we're just going to go down the list here. Well, we're going to skip that team because it's pretty bad. But we're going to go and we're going to fight a few different teams. I think if you're talking about CTPs for Jean Grey for PvP, I think you're either talking about Authority or Regeneration. I think both are good options for her. And I think it's just a matter of your preference and what you have. Regen might be better because she has such a large HP pool overall. And then for offense, I think you're either gonna want to go Energy or Rage. I do think Rage is better than Energy, but I am very curious to see what a fire damage, mind damage proc looks like, because that might be a surprisingly strong PvE obelisk. And you could still get away with quite a few wins in PvP despite not having guard break immunity, because she just locks down so many characters and she's so powerful that it might not even matter that you know, don't have that. We're gonna fight with the infamous Carl. This is the only team I lost on autoplay to so far with tier 3 Jean Grey. She's got 180,000 HP. It was a combination of Ant-Man and Captain Marvel that really did it in for her. But doing damage in the hundreds instead of in the thousands for Dr. Doom. She is taking a lot of punish. Wow, she died. Dr. Doom, very, very strong for PvP. I don't know why she's not doing her 5th skill. She's kind of just doing 4 and then just standing there. It's quite weird. Yeah, her PvP rotation right now looks really trashy compared to what it's supposed to be, which is just 5 and 3. Maybe I have to get that cooldown up. But and I don't know why the ball is not showing up. It's quite bizarre. But I think she'll be able to handle this Ant-Man because his invincibility, his dodge basically is going to come off cooldown. And then she just has to handle Captain Marvel. She does get guard broken there, but oh, she's going to pop her tier 3 skill, I think. And she's immediately erased. I don't even know what happened. You don't even get to see the animation because it's so insane. So I know you guys are pretty familiar with the Jean Grey in PvP by now, but it's bonkers, and her PvE value is very, very high for, you know, things like World Boss and Giant Boss Raid, and I'm not even using an optimal rotation. So I'm going to be trying her out. I'm going to be swapping this over to a CTP of Rage for another video, and then I'm going to be swapping it over to a CTP of Regen or Authority to see how well she can still do in PvP or PvE with a PvP build. But I am curious to know what you guys think of the character and what you want to see next from her now that I finally have her. I'm going to leave you guys with the rank up process because I know you guys love watching me spend all of my resources, and it's a pretty nice, fun little flush down memory lane for characters like Deadpool and Wolverine to tier 3. So with that being said, let me know what you want to see next from Jean Grey. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me, and of course, if you like what you see, I hope you enjoy what's about to come next. 10% method again? Nah, we're going to go full. We're gonna max it out on the first 2 hits. We're gonna hit a fatty on the first 2, and then we're gonna go 10% after that. But we're gonna hit a fatty on the first couple. Ooh, that's a lot of bios. Jesus, this bitch eats bios. Like 700 bios. Going through 8k mats, level 66. You got really unlucky. Jesus. Carnage, you guys are funny. Whoa, 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 wipe out. Ooh, damn, that's 900. All right. You gonna buy the Black Cat uni that's on sale for Gene's mythic option? Oh yeah, I probably have to do that, eh? Scott. Gene. Scott. Gene. Scott. Gene. 1K Satana, 1389. Holy tits. All right, let's do it. Okay. 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 So the interesting thing is, someone was saying that when you first unlock the character, like as soon as the character's potential is activated, in terms of like you can go into World Boss and start trying to get their potential up to 100%. The very first time you play, it's automatically input as a certain amount. So, like, you know how some people say like every day they get the same amount of potential as me? So I get 4%, they get 4%. I get 12%, they get 12%. I get 4%, they get 4%. Right? So you believe me that potential's not random? That was you, Galleon? Yeah. Like it's set. It's a set number of it's a set number of tries. So maybe for you it's 5 and for me it's 7. And then for the next one you'll get 7 and I'll get 2. Or something like that. We failed already? Oh, that was pretty cheap, I think. Nice. That was pretty cheap. We gotta go digging for bios now. We gotta go digging for bios. Dude. You finna run out of crystals? Yeah. Nice. Nice. That was not bad. That was not bad. We got one more to go. I'm scared for the last one. I feel like the last one's gonna be really bad. I have so many bios, dude. It's awesome. I'm scared. Alright, let's pop some of these here. I got some saved up. Kaboom! Kabam! Alright, last one. So 2,000 gets you 50% of the way. 800! So check this out. Check this out. 800 CCF. Damn, I was trying to get it in one shot. Yeah. They need to make it based on your character usage and damage during the world boss stage, so you actually have to use them. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. This is number 4. Okay. 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 Wow, that was so cheap. My goodness. That was so cheap. Wow, dude. That was wild. Let's go. Let's go. Let's flush all these bios down the toilet. Caca! From the ashes. Brrr, brrr. Yeah. Remix, baby. Wheezy, baby. 10-6. Use Nova bios? Yeah, it's funny. Oh, 15 clear tickets. Nice. 13. Unlucky 13. Part of the journey is the end. That's right. 1. The number of times I've had sex. Yeah. All right. 17. All right. 19. She said she was 19. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. All right, hopefully we don't get fucked. That's not bad. 16's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. 7. That's the number of toes on my foot. How does he know all of this? Because I just learn stuff. I listen when people talk. 13. 25. The first time I lost my virginity. Alright. 18. I don't have any more jokes. And 11. Hey, 11. Easy forehead. 7. Nice. 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 is... Am I? 16. R. Kelly. 69 feathers. Nice. Wouldn't call myself a god. Maybe I'm the god of shame. Or the god of not having shame. I answered it at the beginning of the stream. Damn. I answered it at the beginning of the stream. And it's wrong to do that. On the other hand, I'm not gonna say that I'm sad that Kevin Durant is not in the next game. Cry off stream, Kappa? That's right. 7. Nice. Slumdog Millionaire over here? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I never made that comparison. 21. Okay. He gets fat stacks off YouTube. They pay me a little bit more, yeah. Oof, 21 back to back. Press the button, you fucking pussy. Nice. No wonder you're single.